Hello everyone, I'm back again with Lil's Photoshop. This is the second part, I think, of the build. I'm turning the sound down here a little bit so you could hear me better. But anyway, it didn't matter because I recorded over it. And right now I'm just kind of adjusting the plants outside. I changed these here in the front. I do a little bit of stuff on the inside. I fiddled with that a little bit with the porch, but then I changed it, but then I went back and made one on the back, and it looks pretty awesome once I get it fixed. But here it goes, yeah. But and then I tinkered with the roof, and it took me forever to get it fixed. I'm setting my posts now and getting into this. This will be my first build in The Sims 4 for quite a while. I got the expansion pack and I'm really enjoying it. So I really wanted to do a sim that does photos, and that's something that I do in real life, mostly a family, but excuse me, something I really like doing, enjoying doing. And then when the expansion pack came out and it had that option in it, and I watched a few of the other ones' videos. I watched Sarah Demores and her gameplay, and I watched the Sims 3 Sims 4 gameplay trailer, and I caved. I had to have it. So, and this is me trying to build. I get stuck on the roof a lot. I just never seem to get it right, so I tweaked the roof quite a bit on it. On the inside now, I had to just a little bit. Actually, when I uploaded it to the gallery and set it back down, the front porch poster was gone because the plants was sitting next to them or too close to them, so I had to turn the moo off and set the plants so it would work. Well, the stereo was gone on the inside too, so I have to put a stereo back. Here I am messing with the roof again. It gets I don't know, and I may change it before I'm ever done. Seems like I can't just get it just right. And that really, to me, it really sets the build off, is to have a good roof on it. I wanted that edge on the outside, the down edge on the outside, all the way down, so it's kind of hard in the end. I kind of left the peaks up. I'm putting in a little bit of the landscaping in the back of the building now. The Photoshop. It turned out pretty well. I really didn't know which way to go or how I wanted to go in it, but then it just seems like it all came together. I really liked the other locations that was around it, and all of them had the little sidewalks. Seemed like they just went right into the build, so I kind of fixed this one the same way. So I had to turn my moo on here to get this to work. So got the moo on there, and hopefully when it uploads to the gallery it'll all still be there. Hopefully. Get my fishes in there. Get them set. Just working around, laying me some rocks now. I really like the lily pads that you can put in the water now with the moo. Just set them pretty close. I hope they stay. It looks pretty neat. Now that I've got this going, I'm going to try to continue doing this. Put a little bit of a pattern on the ground there. I'm going to try to continue doing this Let's Build with The Sims 3 and The Sims 4. I've got actually a little cabin-like house that I started in The Sims 3 that I've been working on. I'll be able to speed it up some now. I'm looking for some plants to kind of set this area off a little bit. This is where I put the fence in and played with it for a bit, but then it kind of looked, because you have the grass on the other side because the fence won't go all the way up to the edge. So I laid some tiles down, and it'd be nice if we could make a post out of those, but probably can. This was the fence I decided with, and then I put me a gate on it. It took me a minute to find the gate I wanted to use, and there it is. Then I tweak it just a little bit. I'm trying to find me some flowers or plants that won't disappear when it uploads. I've noticed if it's 4 layers, even though it'll move onto it, it'll disappear. So I was trying to get a 2 or a 3. I thought about leaving it like that, then actually I moved the fence on over. See, I laid the tile there, and it actually made it look pretty good because it kind of matched the sidewalk. So I like that about it. So there's my edge. I put on both ends. Now I move the fence over. Yeah. And then I set it like that. I thought that looked pretty neat. And I fiddled with this here. I wanted to set me a chair or a bench or something here, so I wound up setting 2 chairs. I don't know if it'll stay. I may actually wind up setting a table over there. I'm not sure. But I do got tables on the sides. Later on in the next video, you will see it come together. I love the landscaping. I like doing the landscaping in all of them, but it seems like I just can't get the idea right off first, so it takes me a while to, and I just have to play with whatever I'm going to use, and then hopefully it works for me. Added some color in here to make it a little, I didn't want the trees growing on rocks. Actually kept that there, but I hope I turned the move off to make sure that would set without disappearing post when it uploaded. I changed the first video actually had the big cream plants in front, but then I wanted to make that step combine itself there, but it never did work out for me, so I just moved it back, and then I actually moved this step on out so I could actually have the walk to where you could walk over there on that porch and sit, because I had no other way to get to it. There's my chairs I use. I'm trying to bring those colors from the inside back out. It's hard to match colors in The Sims 4. So I don't guess it needed to be exact anyway, but I just noticed that table was a Christmas table and it was cute. Items I didn't even know I had. Yeah, my sign disappeared and I had to find it and put it back. And that little sign I was playing with, and it actually says open when the store's open. And then I laid some tile here to match this sidewalk, and I had to kind of lay it funny, so it took me a little bit to lay it, but in order, there was only one color that halfway match the sidewalk that was already up, so I had to do a little. It took me a while to get it all set in there, but I eventually got it. I played with other colors hoping that there'd be one that would match, but you could see there it just never matched. So it took me a minute to get this one in. And I just did this and started taking the little red ones out. It's tedious, but it makes the build look okay, so it's usually worth it. Then I wound up putting a fountain here too, and then setting some tables down the side, and it looked really nice. You'll catch in the next video. The tables down the side, I think. See, it takes me a few minutes to get through this. But I get it all colored away. It gets faster each time. The block really don't match, so kind of throwed the color off a little bit, but anyways, it worked for the color I needed at the moment. There we go. It's done. Now it kind of matched. See how it kind of, I tried to find another color that would match with it, but it just wouldn't do it. I might change those flowers in the front there before it's over. I don't know. In my first video I had the big cream ones, and then I changed them to these because the porch post moved. Now I'm putting in the little fountain thing here. It turned out really well, I thought. Actually, I wound up using the jets, and I have to go into live mode to make sure. Had to turn my moo on there to get it to sit on there. Hope it stays when it uploads. I couldn't get into I was wanting to go into live mode to see how it would work, but then I remembered I didn't have a sim living there, so the live mode didn't work. Those little turtles are too neat, so I had to put a few out. Put me some lily pads in it. Added me some lights up under the fish. Added me some back here, but it brightened it up pretty good. Now I'm back to trying to add me something into here, and I wound up doing this, which looked pretty good because the little red leaves hung over the side on the outside, and it kind of might twirl around there again and see it, but kind of made it look cute. And the little red ones hanging over the ones on the outside too. And I'm trying to find me some rocks here to kind of detail it a little better. That was me hitting the wrong button. Put me some white flowering and some down to make the yard just look a little bit of, or maybe it was a little pink, like the leaves had bloated off the trees. Just coloring in a little bit of the walkway there to make it look a little natural looking. I was trying to find me a sign here or something, so I thought, well, who didn't need a a llama bunny eared plumb bob statue. Put me some little gnomes in, which I thought was really cute. Set one over here. Then I really didn't know what to do with that side. I thought about adding trees here, but I take them back out. I thought that would be alright, but didn't like the look of it, so I finally just left that bar down that side, and I actually built a little walkway on the very back side there. Excuse me. Colored that in, and here's where I'm building I think I'll start building the little, the rocks and the, yes. I thought that'd be cute, just make it like a little walkway out to the street. And put me some more of the beautiful little red trees in. I'll probably go around the fountain and change the color of the rocks a bit over there too, because I noticed in this video I didn't do that. So when we get back into the next one, the fourth one maybe, I can change it. There's night shot. Tweaking the fountain a little bit more over here. I thought I could get a color on the ceiling up there, but it didn't work for me, so you probably can, and I just don't know how to do it. Here I am with the roof. I forgot the edge there, and I want the edge to hang over the back side too, but it's a different roof part. So I really didn't want it to. I may wind up changing that later. I really like that edge on that, so I tweaked on the roof for a bit. I think I may or may not have just almost fell asleep while I was doing this. I wanted the edge to come all the way down the side, but then it messed this part up. Roundness didn't take it away. But I'm sure if I keep tweaking with it, it'll... I didn't want to actually add another part on top, and I didn't want another part sticking out on top. So I don't know. So there's me studying about it. Okay, I'm building the basement now for the break area to start. Thank God we've got basements. Is everybody loving the basements? I think it would have been awesome if we could just if we had the CFE for the landscaping, and then we can make a walkout basement like we do in The Sims 3. They're pretty awesome. Now I wind up, yeah, I added that light there, then I've changed it. I had to make me a door, so I actually had to move that stereo, which stereo didn't upload to the gallery anyway. When I took it back and put it back on the gallery, here I am just getting started with the basement, just kind of getting me a idea floor plan and all this changes you can see it in the next video. Just all comes together, and seemed like once I slept on it a little bit, it had an idea of what I wanted to do with it. So I'm setting me some chairs out here with a little table. I didn't want to set them too close to that post because I was afraid it would delete the post when it uploaded to the gallery. Set me a gnome on there. Bring me a couple lights back. And I struggled with this bench, and then I finally, in the next video you'll see, I'll just change the bench completely out. But I actually set one here. We're coming to the end of this, and I appreciate you all for watching. I'm glad I've got this to where I can speed it up now, and it works a lot better because you don't have to watch 2 hours of me sitting here trying to figure out what I want to do. So this is pretty awesome. Thanks for watching me build a Lil's photo shop, and we'll get to the part 4. Part 3 will be next, and then part 4, I think's the way it goes. But anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll get the rest of it back up, and we'll talk to you later. Happy simming. Bye-bye.